Hello everybody and welcome back to my Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney playthrough. Where last time, oh my god, this trial just does not want to end. Okay, so it turns out Emma accidentally killed Neil Marshall.
Hey, what you doing? Are you being that bastard that hasn't subscribed yet? Well, why don't you join one of us that have subscribed? As well as that, you might as well tune down into the description down below, where I have a new subreddit called r/RealmHQ. Other than that, back to your regularly scheduled program.
So, that's fun. But, yeah, we're in this hell now. Okay, let's see. 25th. Sorry, Edgeworth. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Good light Strictica. Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later. No, fuck it. I get it, but stay. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? Got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. Top off, you call me here. Seeing happier people at Freedom. You said this last time. I take it Lana's having you run errands. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give this to you. There was a break in today's trial. Evidence law? We were talking about this the other day. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Oh, it seems so. You could at least study some evidence law, really. Chief Prosecutor also wanted me to give you the message. A message? She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're gonna need this book. Him? I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Has it been added? No, it's not been added. Securely slipped in pocket. Doesn't look like the book will do any good, though. I'll read it. Okay, Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Non-registered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. So is he going to attempt to argue that none of the shit is relevant? I would assume so. All that's left now is Chief Prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're wrong, Detective. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat, despite all the allegations being thrown at me. Mr. Edgeworth, the real trial today hasn't begun yet. What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you've been unaware of. Emma Skye found out she was unwittingly caused a man's death, and now you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal. You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. What? I'm going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people, and it's time to bring it to an end. February 25th, 1252. Fucking, let's get this done! Bitches! Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. The inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. Well, that doesn't fucking matter since he's already intending to resign. They can suck a dick, Your Honor. Yes, well, ahem. Normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness, but, ahem. This isn't easy to say, you see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have, struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and... Very well, you can also suck a dick. I have a solution. Solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. What? There's no precedence for what you're proposing. Bitch, you literally just fucking said that they think you're fucking setting up shit. It's like, fuck it. You want me to fucking not set up shit? And not look like I am? Then fucking let the defense do it. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witness. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well, the defense accepts the prosecution approval. Then it's settled. The defense will now call forth the next witness. Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance. If you call forth the wrong witness, the trial is as good as over. I know, it's Gant. I don't know who the fuck else I would call. The defense calls. Time finally comes. Yeah, it's fucking Gant. Take that! Damien Gant. The defense calls Damien Gant to the stand. Damien Gant? What does he have to do with anything? A lot, honestly. As a defendant partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel like we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? True. All right, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. The fuck am I doing here? Witness, please state your name and occupation. What is this, some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir. Worthy, are you sure you want to do this? Your name and occupation. So, you want to play hard, eh? Please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name is Damien Gant. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony. All righto, what's with the grim face? First, let's clear this place. SL9 instantly. You mean that time Hermana's sister murdered that person? Personally, I think it's been made clear already. There's still some things on the gun for. Oh, like what? The role you played in all this. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. I like to do both. A little bit of both, you know. You are aware of course, the police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Hey, I know, including blackmail, threats. You're trying to do intimidation right now. Do you want me to see if I can't get like some sort of like international police organization to come in, you know, kind of just take over for you? Wouldn't mind that. Weapons? Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. Oh, I know. And that's just where I fucking go and see about calling in the fucking feds. Or I go in and I call in the fucking... I don't know. There's not really a world police, is there? I'm sure there's actual organizations that do over... the fucking inquiry committee is essentially one of them, so... What? Is that true? I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to use the test. That is bullshit. Okay, I remember there is something where you can refuse to testify, but the problem is it just makes it so you can't fucking say that you didn't do shit. So it's essentially like forfeiting your ability to say no. Of course, such an action carries with a certain risks. Yes, that's what I was going to say. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Very well, the witness may now begin his testimony. asinine incident. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up.
That power outrage didn't help either.
When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with this forgery. I'll believe that for one fucking second. Is that when Doc was arrested? He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Neil bumped his head. I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut. The police chief has the right to refuse to testify, and I better hit him hard and fast. You recall a ceremony was held at the police department that day. Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Jack Dark and made him run away. I like that. Is the defendant Lana Skiles a present alone? I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for her. Then why the fuck did she make it there first? So the two of you ran immediately after him, right? That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess you could say he got lucky. What's this about a power outage? Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that hawk went through that knife into his heart. That's not funny, pal. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and his serial girl was lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Drake was also lying collapsed on the floor. Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those two pearl girls, Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back on it now, she must have already known what her sister had known. How can you know that? Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved. That means you found the body near Lana's desk. That's right. I think you said earlier. It was my suit of armor that had really stabbed the prosecutor. Yes. Anyway, as you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. That's about it. I blamed it. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt. Moving a body and hiding evidence, I know I'm not inexcusable no matter the circumstances. Sorry. Really how it went down? Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. If you're going to stare at anything, you better be staring at the court record. Worthy, always the smooth talker. Which piece of evidence ties Grant to forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but it can't be the whole truth. Come on, I gotta link. Yeah, I mean, fucking. That's a lie. Objection! If you really had nothing to do with this forgery, how do you explain this? What's that? What's that on a handprint? Chief Kent, your explanation, please. I don't know. You tell me, son. Huh? My dear Righto, don't you know? The second rule of evidence law. Oh, you're gonna fucking pull this shit. It was in your lock or in your fucking safe, along with the other piece. Oh, not this again. Evidence law. Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Tell me, how is this rag relevant to the trial? It appears the defense was not prepared. I guess it's not too early to use this piece of evidence. I guess it's too early to use this piece of evidence. Please accept my profound... Would you mind giving this... Well, okay, but I'll only do it this once. Only because you asked, Reggie. Thank you. I can assure you the defense feels terribly sorry. Ha ha ha. Yeah, sorry I didn't nail you. Are you literally telling me I fucking... That's really fucking bullshit. So, is it that I need to present the same or the fucking... I'm pretty sure it's because I need to present this.
Objection!
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that this claim that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. That's the blue badger you showed us earlier. A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. It was found where? See, Chief Gant. These articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the legal investigation. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Oh, here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit it, then. You were involved in the forgery. Who, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What? Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further. He'll end up paying to work. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office, and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together. Evidence and forgery. Let us see. What was it now? Jar fragment in the list. Probably, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're useless. Worthless. There's no reason I participate in forgery. Rearray during the crime scene won't help me out either, in any way. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You don't understand that I'm the chief of the police, right? There will be consequences. Fuck you. Indeed, I believe I'll press charges so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, Alright, Edgy. In return, though, I know. That place, right? Huh? What are these guys telepathic? Okay, if I can... Where are we? Alright. Okay, so we got... I think it's the second one. Yes, okay, we're on that one. Okay. For all you know, you could have planted them in my office.
Hold
I'd appreciate if you would stop making these ridiculous allegations. So you do have a police. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? You know, back in the day I once broke into a cattle ranch. Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Anyway, you can't prove it and you didn't carry any evidence, can you? If you have proof to contrary, you're gonna need it later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when Wright's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they would prove his investigation illegal. Anyone as shiny as this guy, or as slimy as this guy.
Hold it!
What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I had placed those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery.
Objection!
If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery, I'm not through speaking yet, Wright. It depends on when the evidence was discovered.
Hold it!
Yeah, are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not, after all. It wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have materialized someday after darkness
Objection!
And wouldn't that be convenient? Right. The chief is talking about a possibility, so long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however clever they may, will only succeed in wasting time. Come on, Wright. Think about it.
Hold it!
How can you look in me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. Remember? Who was it who murdered Neil? I'm not sure I would care for the word murder. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise is Emma Skye. Well, now do you see?
Hold it!
Really, Chief Grant? At the very least, there is a very large benefit you reap from all of this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? You would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of the Police. Oh, the resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without the case, I was already in line to become next. The resolution was merely a speed up of the inevitable. Is that true, Ezra? Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway. God. Be careful when pointing that finger. You might end up being the one that pointed at. So that would mean the only possible motive for you to commit forgery, you didn't do it for yourself, and you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Edgeworthy. You know me better than that. There's only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Edgy, would you mind if I change my testimony a little bit? By all means, please do. I wouldn't be accomplice if there were nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, is it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again. You're right. You wouldn't feel sorry for anyone. You're tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. You seem to be laxing up on yourself. Ho, ho, ho. That's a good one, Worthy. Maybe I've been something else in it. In this selfishness, what do you... Yes, he does get an accomplice. True, you might have not helped out anyone for their sake, but it would benefit you. You might be able to decide... You might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears that you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I meant. Very well then. Who is it that the person you believe Chief Grant has helped? It would be fucking Lana. It's her sister.
Take that!
Chief Prosecutor Lana. Yeah, she got fucking swapped over there too. The defendant. I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skies fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for the Chief Grant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the self-management was resolved,
Lana was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job was you, Chief Grant. But how would he profit from all this? He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. You mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? I mean, puppets that are people? Yeah. Oh wait, you mean puppet as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Sky in forging out. Your motive? To appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such? She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she would testify against Grant. I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than conjecture. Unless it is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Which one would that be? Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Bruce Wayne. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Worthy, you better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Just what do you mean? What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Grant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Only that, the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. What? Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. Huh? This is the affront to the highest ranking of officer in our law enforcement agency. He accused the chief of police of blackmail and murder. I'm going to take a second. I'm going to go do something real quick. I want to get... Okay. Fucking, it's late. But I want to eat something. That means fucking... The only shit I have is to cook. I'm going to go grab some snacks out of my truck. So I'll be back. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, the problem is I got a long drive to and from work. So what I like to do is I just stick a couple things of snacks in my truck. It's just mainly because, again, it's a long drive. It helps out whenever I, either don't have time to actually cook anything before heading to work, as well as getting off work, and then having something to consume after working so much. Yeah. Alright. Sorry about that. It's impossible. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating. Like Mr. Edwards said, an easier to understand language. It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now. He's the one who's decided to go through with this. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? The chief, the high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder. You're supposed to, yeah. I mean, fucking he is. Good question. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Grant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence tell. Alright, then let's see what Mr. Wright's got. And it better be good. Show us the evidence. It's just the fucking record. Because he's on the thing.
Take that!
This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of murder. There's one ID on the list we can determine the owner of yesterday. All 7. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card. It's your number. What? How do you know that? The safe in Chief Grant's office requires a code to open. 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was all 7s. Same as the remaining ID card number on the list. Again, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Order! Chief Grant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense search of my office was in violation of regulation. And I would demand that Mr. Wright is punished to the maximum extent of the law. Right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Chief Grant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. About it, Chief of the Police. There's the evidence room in the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to have been with you on that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? If I hadn't seen him in days.
Objection!
You hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gant, I'm afraid you're just undone yourself. On that day, you had to met with Detective. What do you mean? Trial's the purpose is to determine Lana Sky's death.
Objection!
Was, Your Honor. The trial's purpose is to determine the truth. Chief Grant met the victim on the day of the crime. I met the victim on the day of the crime. And we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. There was proof that the victim... Oh, yeah. He lost his fucking ID.
Take that!
Detective Goodman lost his ID card and did a crime. More active. Dick Marshall School. Detective Goodman filed out lost items for the report. You would have had to give the report to the chief of police. And you're in possession of You're in possession of the report. Which means you can't be sure if you filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh! Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. And then... You accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him. There's no other way that the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on. Let me guess. You're going to say next. Alright. The chief of police murdered poor Mr. Goodman. Yeah. Exactly. But wait. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes, now that you mentioned it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
Objection!
Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. You showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on its body. Chief Gant, you didn't. The murder was most likely a spur of the moment crime, but no one in their right mind would choose the police department to place the murder. After murder, you contacted one at the prosecutor's office. Why dispose of Detective Goodman's body scores?
Objection!
You're forgetting, Mr. Wright. The victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. And everyone was aware that Alana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. So you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. You can't. You left all the evidence in the to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. Last time I thought it was a useless tool. Just taking up space. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence. To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this screwdriver. As he broke the thing.
Take that!
This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body. What's that? A screwdriver? Let's see. Yeah, that one. But what does that have to do with this case? Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is it that the screwdriver... What is this screwdriver doing here? It's here because... Ah! I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the setting, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office. I did, because Chief Gant asked you to. You mean The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edwards' car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved there by that car. Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edwards' car. Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Also, we have to ask Mr. Edwards to transfer evidence from the close case. Only one possible explanation. Transfer the body to your accomplice. It's still on the sky. Order, order! What's going on here? There's no room for rebuttal. Is there no room for the rebuttal to the defense's outrageous? Back to the photo Miss Stark took at the prosecutor's office. Not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk we kept. Exactly the office. There was a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. James Gunn, please say something. I believe your time is up. My time? Sorry, Reto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General. We have to get going if we're going to make it in time for the early bird special.
Objection!
But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier. A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection!
So you're gonna just run away from all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh with it. I stabbed old Whitman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have had presented it by now. You think I had just wanted to dispose the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damien Gate is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright, Your Honor, do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made this sky to his body? Not honestly. I don't have any proof yet. It's no use showing evidence if I'm not sure of myself. No, Your Honor, at present, I do not have a conclusive evidence. See, Edgy? In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What? Here's a tip: never gamble with what you can't afford to lose, Mr. Wright. Seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Edgy, I'll leave the rest up to you. Edgy. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This isn't an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. What?
Objection!
Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. A lady who knows the truth. Another witness. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse testimony. There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions. Raised in this trial, someone right here in this very room. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling the witnesses today. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? You may not be willing to tell the truth, but you can't stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth Miss Lana Sky.
Take that!
The defendant? It's Lana Sky. She was working in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on that day. Her task to dispose of the victim's body, in accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. 15 minutes will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in... Hold on. Huh? Chief, yeah, I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lana. He's talking to Lana. I don't think you'll need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claim, there'll be terrible consequences. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. This isn't good. Of course, you'll never support such an outrageous claim anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I got a lunch date to meet. Fuck you. You literally openly threaten the fucking defendant. Okay, if there aren't any more further injections. Court now is in recess. Bitch. Here are 3 things of Lana's. Okay. So we got that. We're gonna go ahead and save, and then we're gonna end it. Thank you guys for tuning in, all that jazz. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Have a great day. Where's the button? There's the button, right?